Assalamu alaikum. This is Mohammad Singh welcoming you to the English news from Btv-Chattogram. Let's begin with the top stories. Nika approves 3 new upazilas including Photokchari North and Halda Police Station in Chattogram. More than 12 lakh students to take part in HSC and equivalent exams beginning tomorrow. Ansar VDP's own media, Prantik Kontoshor, launched as part of government's master plan, says Information and Broadcasting Minister. Improvement of citizen services and increase in revenue prioritized in Chattogram City Corporation budget. US Supreme Court restores citizenship rights by birth rejecting President Trump's executive order. Viewers, those were the top stories. Now moving on to the details. The National Implementation Committee for Administrative Reorganization (NICAR) has approved the creation of 3 new upazilas and 1 new thana. The 3 new upazilas are Photokchari North in Chattogram, Bhangra in Kumilla and South Gofurgaon in Mymensingh. The new thana is Halda in Chattogram. The approvals were given at the meeting of NICAR at the Cabinet Division in the Secretariat, with Prime Minister Tariq Rahman in the chair today. The meeting decided to incorporate the portions of the Purvachal New Town project located in the Narayanganj and Gazipur districts, which fall under the jurisdiction of Rajuk into Dhaka district. A Photokchari North Upazila will be formed with 6 unions from Photokchari Upazila in Chattogram district. Bhangra Upazila will be created by dividing Muradnagar Upazila in Kumilla district. South Gofurgaon Upazila will be formed with 8 unions under Pagla Police Station from Gofurgaon Upazila in Mymensingh district. Halda Thana has been established by dividing Hatajere Thana in Chattogram. LGRD and a Cooperatives Minister Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir, a Finance and Planning Minister Amir Khosrow Mohammad Chaudhary, Home Minister Saluddin Ahmed, Commerce Minister Khandakar Abdul Muqtadir, Law Minister Mohammad Asadujaman, Road Transport and Bridges Minister Sheikh Rabiul Alam, Housing and Public Works Minister Zakir Taher, State Minister for Public Administration Mohammad Abdul Bari, a Cabinet Secretary Nasimul Ghani, Principal Secretary ABM Abdul Sattar and secretaries of the relevant ministries were present. The Higher Secondary Certificate HSC and equivalent examination for 2026 will begin simultaneously across the country tomorrow, with a total of 12,70,583 examinees appearing under the country's 11 education boards. The information was disclosed at a press briefing held at the Secretariat today. To ensure fair and malpractice-free examination, CCTV cameras have been installed at all centers, while a central CCTV monitoring cell has been set up at the Ministry of Education to oversee examination activities nationwide in real time. Bangladesh Ansar and Village Defense Party has launched its media platform called Prantik Kontoshor. Information and Broadcasting Minister Jahiruddin Shapon inaugurated it in the capital's Khilgaon today. State Minister for Railways and Roads Habibur Rashid Habib was also present as a special guest at that time. With its 6 million members, the force plans to utilize this platform to showcase their activities, community success, and future prospects. Terming the launch a historic initiative, the Information Minister stated that This platform will play a vital role in the government's comprehensive master plan for national information management. Vice President of the Jiaur Rahman Foundation and renowned cardiologist Dr. Zubaida Rahman called for establishing critical care units (CCUS) in every district and shoulder hospitals across the country to bridge the gap between urban and rural health care. Dr. Zubaida Rahman made the remarks as the chief guest at the inaugural ceremony of the National Conference 2026 of the Bangladesh Society of Critical Care Medicine (BSCCM) at Hotel Intercontinental in the capital today. Social Welfare Minister Dr. A.J.M. Jaitusain, Health Minister Shordar Mohammad Sakut Hussain, Health Secretary Kamruzzaman Chaudhary, Bangladesh Medical University VC Professor Dr. F.M. Siddiqul, BSCCM President Professor Dr. Arif Hassan, and General Secretary Dr. Muhammad Jafar Iqbal, Dr. Association of Bangladesh President Professor Dr. Haruna Rashid, and General Secretary Dr. Jahirul Islam Shakil, Health Directorate Director Professor Dr. Prabhat Chandra Bishwash, and Additional Director General Professor Dr. Fawara Tasmin, and among others, took part in the event. Dr. Zubaida said while 68 to 70% of the population lives in rural areas, 80 to 90% of life-saving critical care facilities are concentrated in the capital and major cities. Emergency healthcare services should be expanded rural area. City dwellers of various walks of life expressed optimism on budget of Chattogram City Corporation for the fiscal year 2026 to 27. The Chattogram City Corporation sources said, in addition to increasing the scope of its own income, this year's budget has been formulated and new and different steps have been taken to improve the quality of citizen services and make ongoing development activities more dynamic. Those concerned see the allocation in the education sectors as positive. According to them, this budget can play an effective role in improving the infrastructure of education institutions and the learning environment. Although development continues, house and shop owners in the city feel that it is important to take reality into account in determining taxes and holding taxes. City dwellers are optimistic that the allocation for drainage, roads and waste management will be effectively implemented for the common people. Regarding the safety of city dwellers, every initiative in the budget needs to be implemented on time to build a clean, safe and livable city. The residents of the city think the new budget of the Chattogram City Corporation will play an effective role in improving the quality of life. Now, international news. The U.S. Supreme Court rejected President Donald Trump's executive order to limit the right to U.S. citizenship at birth. The U.S. Supreme Court made this decision by a vote of 6-3. At the same time, the court rejected an attempt to change the interpretation of the Constitution in this regard. In the ruling, Justice John Roberts said that the children of parents who are illegal or temporarily present in the United States are also subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. Therefore, they will be considered U.S. citizens immediately at birth. The citizenship clause of the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution states that all persons born in the United States or naturalized citizens and subject to the jurisdiction of the United States are citizens of the United States and of the state in which they reside. President Donald Trump issued the executive order on the first day of his second term last year as part of a set of policies aimed at strictly controlling both legal and illegal immigration. No meeting between US and Iran took place, despite representatives of both the countries staying in Doha of Qatar. A statement from Qatar's foreign ministry said that Qatari Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Al Thani discussed the meeting and the signed memorandum of understanding between Tehran and Washington with U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and President Trump's advisor Jared Kushner. The statement noted that the issue of the ceasefire in Lebanon was specifically included in their discussions. The Qatari Foreign Ministry said in a statement that there was no recent high-level meetings planned between Iran and the U.S. However, an Iranian official familiar with the trip plan said U.S. and Iranian technical teams could hold separate meetings with Qatari and Pakistani mediators today. At least 14 children were killed and 5 others injured when the roof of a coaching center collapsed in Khana of Lahore in Pakistan. The children were between the ages of 5 and 16 years, but most were under the age of 9. The emergency services in Punjab province said rescuers had rescued the children and a female teacher from the rubble of the coaching center. There were about 22 children and the female teacher there. The Pakistani media outlet Dawn reported that after the rescue operation, a spokesperson for the emergency services said in a statement that the female teacher and 8 injured children had been admitted to Lahore General Hospital. 5 of the children were in critical condition. A Punjab Information Minister Ajam Bukhari said initial reports showed that the coaching center was unregistered and located under a dilapidated roof inside a privately owned residential building. An investigation into the roof collapse is underway. Authorities have taken 2 people, including the building owner, into custody in this connection. Pakistani President Asif Ali Zardari expressed profound grief over the deaths of the children and called for effective security measures to prevent such tragic incidents in future.